How are you all? Long time no speak, folks, and it's spring is definitely in the air. It's been a couple of months, I think, since I uploaded a video. I do apologise, but people probably aren't that bothered anyway. And true to form, I've kind of got stuck into stuff this spring, bank holiday, Easter, Good Friday weekend, and been doing quite a few bits actually. Started off at the bottom of the greenhouse. I've got a big orchid greenhouse at the bottom of the garden, and it was literally 7 foot high with brambles. So I've dug all that out last couple of days with my lad. He's knackered today, so I've given him a day off. And I've had a day around the pond, and as you can see, the pond balls have gone. Pond balls have gone, the plant filter's starting to grow, and I have dropped in blanket weed answer, or no more blanket weed it's called. No more blanket weed. I found it really good stuff. It's only about $15.99 a tub, and it's that stuff. It's only a white powder. It's enzymes and natural minerals and additives, and that one tub treats 2,500 gallon, and I find that keeps the blanket weed away, because no UV will probably keep that away. So what I do, as soon as I notice it on the wall and growing on top of plants and stuff, I get it in. I don't let it build up, just get it in, get it treated. While you're doing your spring clean, get as much as organic crap out of the pond, and then put it in, and then I will PP the pond, and I'll get onto that in a minute. So I just thought I would say hi to you all. Hope the COVID has treated you well. If it hasn't, I hope you're getting through it, and I hope life in general treated you well. I really do. And spring is here, the sun is out, and it's that time of year that it might not be warm at night time, but when that sun comes out, you really do appreciate the temperature and the warmth. It's beautiful to be in your flip-flops and getting around the pond and t-shirt and stuff like that. It really is. And then obviously the days are longer as well, because the clock went forward last week. So yeah, so the pond balls are piled up down there. So I did a video in autumn, I think it was, saying balls to winter, and that's when I put the pond balls on. Now I'm going to talk about them for a few minutes actually. They're called Euro balls, I think, 4-inch. They're half air and half water, and do you know what, they've done really well actually, I've got to admit. Positives, you just pour them on your pond, and the pond temperature as we speak is about 10-11 degrees. The minimum this went to was probably 5-6 degrees. Now that's no special in itself, because it normally does that anyway over winter when it's uncovered. However, it definitely had a shorter spell at those temperatures, and I've only took these off today because I know that the temperatures can still get cold, and what I didn't want to do is the temperatures dropped too much. I don't eat this pond, so I couldn't wait any longer, to be fair. The missus was getting on my back saying, well, if you'd see the fish now. I see them every day through the circle here, but it is nice to finally get them open. And then as soon as you do, you go and put blanket weed in, and the pond's clean. I mean, clear, creamy colour, so you can't see the cars, but anyway, there they are. Another reason why I don't mind putting this blanket weed killer on now is it's open. I've took the pond balls off, so it's very open, and this will just give them a bit of cloudiness for a few days, up to a week. So it just gives them some cover, because as you can see, I've still not got a pergola sorted, and I probably won't get a pergola sorted this year, because that's what I'm like at the minute. However, the koi looking fabulous, I've got to say. They're looking ace. Now back to the pond balls. I'm blabbering. I want to tell you about these pond balls. So the pond balls are off. Now, positive, they definitely get your water temperature up sooner, and they keep off the wind chill and keep the water temperature without fluctuations. And I think it's done my koi no end of good. I really do, because there's been no wind chill on this at all. Been no snow falling on the pond, so no water, no temperature being zapped. So the extremes of temperature and the fluctuations of temperature, they've been brilliant. Now, downsides. I've got this Fitting red robin, it drops leaves, look. So leaves were going on the pond, and then they get through the balls and then they sink. Well, I didn't know that till today when I took this off. There was a massive pile of, obviously they accumulate here on the bottom of the pond. I got my net, so my little green net there, and I just scooped them out. It took me a few minutes, but the main negatives with the pond balls is the bottom half of the ball is obviously got algae on the actual bottom of them. They get quite dirty. Now, it's not the dirt that I'm bothered about really, so I don't think they're going to give any bacterial issues. It's just cleaning them. And the pond did have a lot of muck floating in, particles. So because of that, obviously there's a lot of stuff that settles in, around the balls. And the biggest thing for me is, even though the skimmer was working and dragging water through and recirculating water for a bit of flow, it wasn't dragging out skimming stuff off the surface of the water. So to reflect on these pond balls, would I pay, now let's just reflect here. I got them second hand, £100, and I had to pay £50 for my courier to go and get them for me, so they cost me £150. Now you probably would be looking £600-700 for, I've got 2 more bags there, look, in the corner of my greenhouse that I've not used. So there's 400 there, and there's about 600 gone on the ponds. There's about 1,000 balls there. So if you were to buy them new, you'd be looking at about £700, I think, because it's the 4-inch ones, not the small ones. So if I had to reflect on using them over polycarbonate, so polycarbonate to build a frame over that plant filter, build a frame over the pond, and buy some sheets of polycarbonate, that over buying the balls, I would pick the polycarbonate, and then I'd have a lift up lid here. I can lift it and flip it over, or wherever anyway. So between the two, polycarbonate over the pond frame, polycarbonate over the balls, I would go for the polycarbonate, because the polycarbonate completely encapsulates the water, so the outside, if you like, is not affecting the water, so there's no crap getting in, it just blows off the top of the polycarbonate. But for me, they only cost me £150 for the lot, or £50 for them, and 50, if I could have collected them, but I didn't. I chose to get my courier to fetch them, like I say. So, for £150, he's got them through this winter alone. That's worth it to me, because I've still got them. I can sell them on if I want to, to people, and I've still got them if I want to use them for this. But like I say, I would love, I keep threatening this pergola here, but I'd like to have an enclosed, all this enclosed all the way back to here, so, and have some double doors behind me, so where I'm sat now is all enclosed. So in winter, this is an enclosed building. I can sit here, and it encloses my filters as well, because they're underneath my feet here. And then the back end will be fence panels or something, so the wood would be enclosed. And they're letting no light in from this side. There'd be a polycarbonate roof, and then polycarbonate front there, or clear, sorry, or glass, or whatever I'm thinking of. And then I could take those out and open it all up so it doesn't block my view. But anyway, because of that, it's stopping me from doing it, because I've not quite got round what I want to do. So anyway, I just thought I'd touch base. I'm still alive. The fish like I say, are doing great. I've cleaned the filter out today. Like I say, I'm treating for blanket weed, so this is going to kill off any blanket weed. 'Cause I've noticed in the filter where it's shallower, the plant filter, it's just starting, blanket weed starting to grow, and I don't want it to get old. Everything's had a clean. The filters are now dragging everything through. I've put some filter mat in there from a shower, so that will collect a load of crap. Fish are happy, started feeding them. I've got two of these thermometers. I found it because I dropped one over winter, and I found it today, so I put it there in my feeding hoop. That's where my feeder will sit as well. So I'm all ready for spring. Ready, ready, ready. Another good sign that spring's in, there's longer days, is your solar lights start working again. Then the bear comes out, and the food comes out, and the aces start springing. Summer. Hello, sunbum. The aces start springing up. Fish are absolutely loving to look at that little wood pigeon. You see it? That's what you've got to be careful of, because it's things like wood pigeons that they say can carry fluke, things like that. However, I haven't really got the art to scare them off. I'm not one of these people that kills wildlife. I'm hoping this blanket weed killer is a completely natural product, so hopefully it won't come to any harm. But anyway, needs must. So as you can see, the pond fish, koi, love action. Are they looking bigger? I don't know. They're not monsters yet, but my pond's not big anyway, so I really don't want monsters as much as I'd like. It'd look completely silly in this pond, and then I'd probably be thinking about wanting a new bloody pond, which I can't get my head around. That's my Westie going cracker, so I'm probably going to have to cut this video short now, and wish you all a fantastic spring ahead and a fantastic koi season for us. Okay, I'm sorry I've not, filmed it, time-lapsed it, done a video and stuff, a nice showing video of me taking the pond balls out, and made a lot of effort. I've just been too busy doing the stuff to film, and my family's been round as well, so it's been a bit awkward. So I've just been getting stuck in. And the pond's alive. Next phase, a couple of weeks time, I'll probably hoover the bottom of the pond, get as much organic material out as possible, and I will PP the pond. Very, very subjective that is. A lot of people don't like it, but if it's used right, it's good stuff. And I know that in ponds, just for experience, there are parasites, so, and it makes your water sparkle as well. It really does give everything a good clean. And once I've done that, I'll PP twice, probably this year, spring, in a couple of weeks time. PP 7 days later, PP, give it another week, and then I've got some bio balls to put in my filters just to give everything a jump start, and hopefully that's the spring prep for the koi, and have a great season with them. So I'll just finish with a few seconds on the pond and the fish. I'm sorry it's a bit creamy, but that's the blanket weed killer. No more blanket weed. Thanks for watching. Join the friendly koi keepers. Join loving orchids and gardening if you like gardening and orchids. If you've got a reef tank, join friendly reef keepers. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button. It's very appreciated. And I'll see you on the next one.